glasses. Are we on? We're on. Whoa, Janet Salmons just. Do you pronounce it Salmons or Salmons? Hi, Janet. I'm just delighted to be here. I'm actually sitting not that far away, but socially distanced enough from my friend and idol, Angel. Am I gesturing in the right direction for him? Yeah, he's over there. Oh, you see my hand on the screen. I can almost touch you on between. Angel Hernandez Dominguez, fabulous violinist and all kinds of other stuff. And just a great delight. We're going to do this this little song that I wrote recently. I think it has something to do with Christmas, but maybe you can do it any time of year. Shall we rejoice, or shall we mourn, that to this cruel world another child is born? But may he grow to maturity and ask our help to save humanity. To save humanity. Yet some will say she'll not be blessed and attack her virtue and her holiness, though she will pay dearly for such deeds. For greater peace, she bravely sows the seeds. She bravely sows the seeds. So great and small his works may be, all that he will touch will surely come to see. All humankind as one single tree, all branches of one sacred family. One sacred family. That she will fail and she will learn is for us our charge and as well our concern. For we are called and some will reply. Some live the truth, some blindly will deny. Some blindly will deny. Oh, life is short and too direct, and its challenges deserve solemn respect. But joy will reign and hearts be set free. Spirit will not surrender easily. Surrender easily. I have thought that first it was the birth of a child, and it was he in the first verse, and I thought, well, then it should be she, and then I thought, well, then it should be they, and I think that works out rather nicely. The birth of a child in the dark of winter is something we can all get excited about. Any child, I think. We call this Longest Night, and lots of songs from all different cultures that we'd like to share with you all. Humans have observed the winter solstice from as early as the Neolithic period, I am told, and the last part of the Stone Age, beginning about 10,000 BC. Ancient pagan and solstice rituals are as old as the beginning of recorded history, human history. Neolithic monuments may show in Scotland, Stonehenge in England, there's Stonehenge, were early measurements of time. They aligned with the sun for the time of day, and not only the time of day, but the arrival of seasons, the winter solstice, the shortest day and the longest night. The Roman festival of Saturnalia, the celebration of the god Saturn, would be a big party. We won't go into that for the G-rated audience. But the Norse celebration of the Yule, centered around fire and burning the Yule log. Yule is eventually conflated with Christmas. Many such celebrations were adapted to make Christians give something for Christians to celebrate Christmas in this season. As far back as the 4th century, the holly and ivy and such greenery, mistletoe, were used in pre-Christian times to ward off evil spirits. Also to celebrate new growth. Christians wanted to keep the greenery. The prickly holly leaves came to represent the crown of thorns that Jesus wore, and the berries are the drops of blood that were shed. I read that somewhere. In Scandinavia, it's known as the Christ thorn. Ivy needs to grow around something, dependent on others. So that represents a leaning on God or a deity for support. This is a song of mine, Solstice Carol. I guess I wanted it to sound like a medieval carol. You can be the judge of that. Whoops. Wait a minute here. Uh-oh. I used to do this by ear. Now I don't need to because like right there, E. Oh, it's so helpful. All my life, where was that? Okay. We need little bells and tambourines and drums and boom, boom, boom. The bells of solstice, joyful songs and chanting. Cast a circle, bring the seed we bless for the springtime planting. From the woods resplendent, holly and boughs be taken. Drum resounding call to the unconquered sun awaken. Neath the snowy silence, all rebirth is now begotten. Morning born from darkness in earth from times forgotten. Joyous new beginnings, winter's dark ascending. Life in spiral silence, all rebirth is now begotten. Morning born from darkness, deep in earth, from times forgotten. Joyous new beginnings, winter's dark attending. Life in spiral dances, spun from endings never ending. Where's that note? I have a whole bunch of papers here and a script that I'm following. So the harvest is the end of the year for, in a lot of societies, the harvest, the result of our year's work, goes with the pagan end of the year, Samhain and Halloween. Again, the Christians adapted an existing seasonal celebration for All Hallows Day and the evening Halloween. Our American Thanksgiving has come to dominate the season. A little earlier in Canada, what a number of, from the year's end to the next year's beginning, a song for from the year's end to the next year's beginning. John Greenleaf Whittier wrote these words, and I put them to some music. It's called Once More the Liberal Year Laughs Out. Liberal. Turns out the universe is a liberal. How about that? Oh, no, he's got to remember this thing. Boy, if you had one of these at Eastman School of Music, they would have. Once more the liberal year laughs out for richer stores than gems or gold. Once more with harvest song and shout is nature's bloodless triumph told. No favors every year made new. Oh, blessings with the sunshine send. The bounty overruns our due. The fullness shames our discontent. Repeat. Now let these altars wreathed with flowers and plied with fruits awake again. Thanksgiving for the golden hours, the early and the latter sun. Once more the liberal year laughs out, oh, richer stores than gems or gold. his song and shout is nature's bloodless triumph told. Diwali is the Hindu festival of lights, celebrated between mid-October and mid-November. Diwali symbolizes a spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, knowledge over ignorance. The festival is widely associated with Lakshmi, there she is, goddess of prosperity. We have a little song we're going to do here. Not being very fluent in Hindi, we're going to do these two children's songs that are Diwali songs. One, two, three, and let's see if I can start that. Oh my goodness! Wait, he's going to tune up first. And I think we're here. Stories of children destined for greatness and divinity, where elders or royalty go searching, following a heavenly sign to a child born of poor surroundings that they expect to be their savior. Zoroaster, nearly 4,000 years ago in Persia, now Iran. Dates of Zoroaster's birth are not known precisely. Zoroaster foreshadows, though, so many Jewish, Christian, and Muslim customs. Followers of Zarathustra, or Zoroaster. This is about the place where you would go, boom, 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 boom. Also sprach Zarathustra, pardon me, Richard Strauss. Zarathustra is Zoroaster. Zoroastrians, and that would include Freddie Mercury and his family, by the way. Hi, Freddie, we remember you. Shabbat Yalda on the longest and darkest night of the year. It's not a celebration of his birth. It's a celebration of the season. It's followed 40 years later by the fire festival of Sade. And I got to get the music right here. Okay. It's minor. Let's get minor chord. Mia, yaras mia, salseador, yada mea, se monitor, mondezara, yesonino, yamas ria, zodonico, amanyara, mun yadigar, tabedonim, yakit shabi, nista hamishi, monigar, zomera. Let's do that one more time. Yaras mei riniku monde bara mun yadigar tabedonim tahit shavim nistahamish monigar. Ooh, yeah. That 3 against 2 hemiola kind of thing shows up in all these different cultures, doesn't it? Like from. Okay, so. Tune down his bottom string here. Nanabuluka is the Yoruba creator goddess, primary deity of the Orisha. Nanabukulu gives us long nights in winter to give us extra rest. Pre-Christian, pre-Judeo-Christian, there's a lot of female goddesses, and there's a couple to remember. This is a West African song. We'll get that. Night can be dangerous when you're surrounded by animals, but the darkness is a safe time for animals. Minuit in French, midnight, gets an extra syllable in this West African pronunciation. Minuit s'amuse, midnight amuses itself. That's all it says. Nothing to worry about. Minuit s'amuse. Minuit, samusea, minuit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Minuit. Minuit, s'amuse, minuit. If all that is too complicated to sing along with, there's the designated village background part. Hala hala ha, hala hala ha, hala hala ha, hala hala ha. Keep it going, hala hala ha. Hala hala ha, hala hala ha, hala hala. Minuit, s'amuse, minuit, minuit, s'amuse, minuit. Night has come. I hear music and I keep on singing. Midnight has come. I hear music and I keep on singing. Midnight has come. I hear music and I keep on singing. La ha la ha, la ha la ha, la ha la ha. Minuit, summer's day, minuit, minuit, summer's day, ah, minuit, minuit, summer's day, ah, minuit. Here's some more examples of festivals all around the world. In Peru, Inti Raymi, the sun god. This winter solstice, though, comes in June rather than in December, as Peru's in the southern hemisphere. This Incan celebration of Inti Raymi is a celebration of the fruits of the earth, and kind of left behind, it has become widely celebrated again in contemporary fashion. And here's a more contemporary Andean, Peruvian, Bolivian style song. Imagine the panpipes and the drums. You want to give us a little something here to set us up? You can. Get that into Let me say that down at the bottom of the screen, it says paypal.me and Venmo, James Scott. We only use that when I'm in trouble, but we would much appreciate your donations to this concert. That keeps us going in this pandemic time. We're not getting to go out and play all the Christmas concerts and New Year's Eve and things like that we might make big bucks doing other years. So we much appreciate that. I've forgotten to give a commercial in this whole thing. I'm so excited to play all this music. But that is much appreciated. I believe we put to PayPal is right in the chat as well. And you can also go to my brand new website. I have a new website. It's the same, Jim Scott Music. with the 3 W's, jimscottmusic.com. But it's a whole new wired up experience for you. You can check out a lot of my choral music there, all the albums. You can listen to all the songs, and you can buy stuff there too. We like that. And there is also a button there right on the front page, and a few other places to make a donation or a custom payment if you'd like. And thank you very much in advance for that. So in Brazil, also southern hemisphere, another Yoruba goddess of water, Iemanjá. She's Yamoja in the Caribbean, or she is Yamana. She is I've forgotten another one too. But she in Brazil, she's Iemanjá, and she's asked for her blessing for the fishing fleets. Around the longest night of the year, celebrations of light and calling back the sun thread through all different religions and cultures. The longest night is everywhere. When the earth turns away from the sun, leans away from the sun in our hemisphere, we get this long, long night. Toward the poles, it's virtually all night. The sun barely coming up, or peeking over and then going back down again. Let me check the computer again. Have I gone sharp? You can tell the temperature with these. Just how are you? Would you tell us, Angel is not only a world-renowned soloist and orchestral player and all of that, a fabulous musician. He made this violin. Can you tell us something?
Well, yeah, that's as a matter of fact, I just finished this instrument a couple days ago. Just put the strings on. So yeah, this is its debut.
That's amazing. I'm honored.
Yeah.
To It's beautiful wood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful wood. It's all American wood. For those who would like to know. So
Yeah.
pretty proud of it.
No Chinese.
No, it's all handmade.
I didn't. We'll get to China soon here. Well, so here's a song. I put these words to an old round that I guess is of Jewish origin, that some might know as the Rivers of Babylon. I made it a solstice longest night observation. Light of our hearts, fires burning bright, we dream of the spring this winter's night. Surely the earth is turning from dark to light. Gathered friends in reverence here, we celebrate the longest night. Light of our hearts, fires burning bright, we dream of the spring this winter's night. Surely the earth is turning from dark to light. Gathered friends in reverence here, we celebrate the longest night. Light of our hearts, fires burning bright, we dream of the spring this winter's night. Surely the earth is turning from dark to light. Gathered friends in reverence here, we celebrate the longest night. Well, the Chinese New Year comes in the dark of the year, of course, as well. The Chinese New Year is celebrated as the arrival of winter. We think of it as a little later in our winter season here, but arrival of winter is a little bit of part of it. Huge celebrations, dragons, fireworks, feasts. Here's a little melody. Whoops, wait a minute, I didn't mean to turn the page. Yeah. We're in E minor, right? D minor. Good thing we discussed that. Gong, she, ni, ya, gong, she, ni. Gong, she, ni, ya, gong, she, ni. Gong, she, ni, ya, gong, she, ni. Yay. Gong, she, New Year's. Fire figures into celebrations for pagan to Zoroastrian to Hindu to Jewish, before we had electric lights in the last century or so to mess up our circadian rhythms. Fire was light, and fire was energy. Fire was heat. We don't have much exposed flame these days in our typical environment. Energy is much more mysterious, coming from the wall. But fire has been a constant companion in human history. In Hanukkah, the Jewish celebration of light and miracle of the oil that lasted for 12 days. Hanukkah, I just said 12 days, something happened there. Christmas. Hanukkah, 8 days. Oh boy. Hanukkah celebrated for 8 days. 8 candles are lit on the menorah. One for each day, and an extra one above that lights the others. Here's a Ladino Spanish Jewish children's song that would be how kids would learn to count, right? To do a song like this. You want to set the scene with a little bit of something? Aquí, 8 candelas para mí, otra candela para aquí, 8 candelas para mí. 1 candelicas, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas. 8 candelicas para mí, Hanukkah linda para aquí, 8 candelas para mí, 8 linda para aquí. 1 candelicas, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 7 candelicas. 8 candelicas para mí. He can't count. No, well, the kids will get me straightened out with that. Hanukkah is celebrated with fun and dreidels, but it commemorates a military victory. The Maccabean revolt against the Seleucid Empire. They regained control of Jerusalem and then dedicated the Second Temple. It's also known as the Festival of Lights. Peter Yarrow's great song, I'm going to just sing you one verse, warns us not to lose that idealism. Light 1 candle for the Maccabee children, with thanks that their light didn't die. Light 1 candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. And light 1 candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. And light 1 candle for the wisdom to know that the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out, let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out, it's lasted for so many light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Let it shine through our love and our tears. I just like the major chord. Don't let the light. For Santa Lucia, St. Lucy's Day, girls dress up in white gowns and wear wreaths of candles on their heads. Scandinavian, but also it made its way to Hungary and Croatia. It made it to Italy. Certainly, this is a song that's known in Italy. Boatmen in Venice would sing this song. Her feast day is now the solstice. St. Lucy is celebrated. She used candles on her head, leaving her hands free to carry the food to the folks hiding in the catacombs, is the story. So we'll play that a little. Play it instrumentally first. We'll see if we can. We have to do this little social work sometimes. Take these 6 vibrating individuals and bring them into some consensus before we start. That's some of them. How's that? Okay. Now neath the silver moon, ocean is glowing, o'er the calm billows, soft winds are blowing. Hark how the sailors cry, joyously echoes nigh. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. I didn't sing all the words that you saw on the screen there. I hope that's okay with everybody. Christmas is an immigrant story. Joseph and Mary have to travel to give birth to Jesus in a land where they are discriminated against. Hanukkah marks the end of a long journey for the Israelites. So we come to this Christmas season, so many holidays, in the midst of news every day of the mistreatment of refugees, the vilification of immigrants, the separation of a child from parents, tests our humanity and morality, for we are all transient in so many ways. Who has a claim to the ownership of this earth? The water, the soil, the air. Who deserves freedom and security? Who has the right to deny it to others? Teachers, we hold up in this season. My song. We are but immigrants, refugees from ports unknown. Seeds we sow with dreams and hope will not ever be our own. Our children's paths, not ours, but adventures theirs alone. We are wanderers and seekers for the passage safely home. Of salt and water born, of one ocean we are made, gifts of love from fertile soil, so is life's foundation laid. Find rest and refuge here, though our wandering never done. May this haven bless all journeys. Welcome, traveler, we are one. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. All those yearning to breathe free, refuse of your teeming shore. Send the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Yes, you might have picked up the words to that last, the last part of that were from Emma Lazarus, what's written on the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor. Here are 3 takes on Christmas in America. Native American, African American, Latino American. The Huron Carol is a famous carol that starts out in the dark of wintertime. And this song has I'm afraid, become a controversial issue. It was written by Europeans, by the missionaries, as part of converting native people to Christianity. But that didn't prevent them from being forcibly removed from our land when that became advantageous for the powers that be. Not a happy story. But the song is reborn by these words. I love these words by Dana Lynn Seaborn, Native American, that tells us an indigenous mythology to the same melody, the Huron Carol. Why am I just seeming? Join the others, would you? You wanted an A. he does have one of those little micro tuners down the other.
Yeah.
I was going to say that is so much chops. Not only can he play amazing, I don't know how violinists do that with this thing. It's not a machine tuning gear. You just gotta loosen that up, turn that, and stick it back again. Okay, this is the Huron Carol. We gather at midwinter dark to share this hallowed night. Within the longhouse warm and dry, the fire glows with light. Our elders sing a teaching song, it fills the night that lingers long. Here is our sacred home, beneath heaven's dome. Then shining stars proclaim the light. So Sky Woman came down from above, but found no place to stand. Then Toad put mud on Turtle's back, and that became the land. Sky Woman died in giving birth, her holy body fed the earth. Here is our sacred home, 'neath heaven's dome. Yet shining stars proclaim the light. African American perspective on this season of generosity and peace can't avoid the context of racism and inequality that still persists in this free country. A friend said to me, my faith is I believe in a country that doesn't exist yet. There's an old African American gospel Christmas song. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Shepherds kept their watching by silent flocks by night. Behold, throughout the heavens there shone a heavenly light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. can't resist another one. Children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? Well, I'm gonna send thee one by one, one for the little bitty baby who was born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee two by for Joseph and Mary, one for the little bitty baby who was born in Bethlehem. Now this song could go on for quite a long time, with 10 verses. I've even heard 12. Let's go to 10. Children, go where I send thee. How will I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 10 by 10, 10 for the 10 commandments, 9 for the 9 dressed so fine, 8 for the 8 that stood at the gate, 7 for the 7 that never got to heaven, 6 for the 6 that never got fixed, 5 for the gospel preachers, oh yeah, 4 for the 4, more for the 4 knocking at the door, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for Joseph and Mary, 1 for the little bitty baby who was born in Bethlehem. Oh yes, and Latino Americans, Latinx, as they would say. I'm told Hispanic is not the best term to use. Hispaniola and everything. What do we say? You can represent the whole culture here for us. Latino. What do you say? Latinx. Anyway, here's the song that we just couldn't avoid. Latino Americans can provide us this rich history of Christmas, of course. I went to Nicaragua years ago, and here's Santa and then Jesus and stuff in a restaurant in nowhere near Christmas. I mean, just good stuff to have around against the backdrop of oppression and rejection. And as our president builds a wall to keep anyone named Jesus out, we forgive us a popular song. They pronounce it differently, but is this in G?
It is.
That would be good. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. Prospero años felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero años felicidad. Chorus. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. other beings view this Jesus story. I like this perspective. An old French carol that also a little Latin American. I'll give us 4 bars for this. Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in a stable rude, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother uphill and down. I carried her safely to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I said the cow, all white and red, I gave him my manger for his bed. I gave him hay to pillow his head. I said the cow, all white and red. I said the sheep with curly horn, I gave him my wool for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with curly horn. And all the beasts by some good spell in the stable dark were glad to tell of the gifts they gave Emmanuel, the gifts that they gave Emmanuel. Goodness, I forgot the doves. The doves by the rafters high. Oh, yes. We cooed him to sleep, my love and I, that he should not cry. We cooed him to sleep, my love and I said the dove from the rafters high. We got to get the dove in there. This is the piece. Well, we can't have a complete Christmas without St. Nicholas. Christmas these days, that's even the, how do we say, the non-religious Christmas. St. Nicholas, though, was he was made a saint. Nicholas was a monk in the 3rd century of Lycia, present-day Turkey. So he was Turkish originally. Legends tell of him saving 3 young girls from slavery by giving their father money. He came from a rich family, and he dropped the money down the chimney. And the legend says the first gift fell into a stocking hanging to dry. A devout Christian, he served his life as a priest, and then was eventually Bishop of Myra. Then, the centuries of slow transformation, Saint Nick goes to Europe and Scandinavia, Now, Kris Kringle gets a little bit mixed up with Saint Nick, and Saint Nick rides a sleigh pulled by reindeer to deliver his presents. In France, he was Père Noël. In Austria, Santa and Krampus worked together. Good cop, bad cop. Krampus, this dates back to pre-Germanic, paganism, pre-Christian in the region, the son of a Norse god and the underworld. So Krampus gets the bad little kid. See, he's pulling that poor little girl's hair there. It's so terrible. And Santa Claus became popular, though. It was a bit of an aside, but he became popular in 1820 when the famous "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" was published in a magazine. And Saint Nick now has 8 reindeer, and they have 8 reindeer, and they have names, and they fly. And Santa comes down the chimney himself, a good feat for a hefty guy. But that's the story. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Santa lives now at the North Pole. We're not sure how that came along exactly. But Santa, it's NAST Publications. I see the picture here. The NAST Publications gave us this Santa in a red suit. And maybe the North Pole even somehow came from that. And for a century, Santa has been caught up with Coca-Cola. And the images of his appearance as we now know him, bearded, red-suited Santa with a Coke in his hand. So, does that give us permission to do this song? You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. You can probably Google that song and hear a whole bunch of good versions of that song. From Bruce Springsteen, who put that new gospel kind of Santa Claus is coming to town, and then the Jackson 5 and they copied that, and he sees you when you're sleeping, that's creepy. He knows when you're awake, pretend you're sleepy. He knows if you've been bad or good. Where am I? Knows if you've been bad or good, so it better be good, my goodness sake. Whatever is going on in the world, the birth of a child in the dark of winter is something we can all get excited about. It gives us faith in the future, makes us feel like one big family. Any child. This is my song. What has happened? Let me play the first 2 measures. That's not going to work. We'll try it again. Ancient story lived again, dark of longest night, birth of innocence and hope kindles our delight. All celebrate the labor's end, forth in laughter, tear and smile, light of love and joy extend, gathered all peace, nature's greatest art. Birth and breath of life again warms the coldest heart. Now rich and simple gifts bestowed, sacred promises well made, reverence and hope renewed, gathered all around the babe. Vision for humanity all around the child, loving as one family all around the child. Life passages well understood, known and felt around the earth. Rich or poor, we each are blessed by the miracle of birth. Well, it's a season of peace. No matter what goes on in the world, we seem to come to this time and people get more generous. They lay down their arms and sometimes, and I don't doubt that conservatives love their families and we seem to give gifts to our families. I would just say that liberals have bigger families. And we will leave you with a little meditative song here. G. He just needs to check the key. How's that? Why? Come on. That was not the song. That was just our ancient ritual of attunement that we do. Wow. What has... Thank you very much for being with us. We will leave you on that note, and do come back every Wednesday for concerts with a different theme. Next week, of course, it's going to be New Year's, and New Year's is my birthday, so I like that. And I love that New Year's Eve turned into places like Boston, and then cities all over the place started doing first night, non-alcoholic, family-oriented celebrations. And I wrote a song called First Night that we'll be sure to get in. But observances of the turning of the year next week. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Angel, for all of this. It has just been a great delight. And I guess Emily can turn it off. I don't have to reach all the way over there to do that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your donations, too. They're right there before we go, PayPal and Venmo. One more commercial. Thank you. It's been lovely. I guess, okay, let's, shall we turn the page? We have to pay you overtime for this now, right? Deck us all. I don't have everything. About half that speed. Take it about half that speed. Anybody hurt? We're okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night. We love you. Be well. Happy Christmas. Happy everything solstice. And we look forward to seeing you next week.